answering another email question while we are on vacation, and you get to enjoy the view. It stopped raining, so hopefully some boats or something will come by to entertain you. Okay, last question from this person's email, which was full of fantastic questions, is essentially how does scheduling during the apprenticeship work? Is it full-time, part-time? What happens? So the goal of the apprenticeship is to get you doing real files. You're working on real files with real deadlines and working through any issues that you are having. You're brand new. There's going to be issues and you're going to have a ton of questions, and every single file is different in legal transcription, so you're always learning. So this is kind of continuing education, but nailing down your process and working through anything that you need to, okay? So what happens is you are given one file at a time, and when you turn it in, it is 100% proofed. That's why you only get one file at a time, because these are real jobs that we have to turn in, and so we have to have the time to 100% proof that. We send back super notes. Anthony is amazing sending his notes back to all the apprentices so that you are learning. And then once that file is complete, you can take another file. So it's definitely not full time. We say 30 days, but it's typically between 30 and 45 days, maybe a little longer, depending on your schedule. So a lot of people are still working, whether it's part-time or full-time. So we know they're not going to be able to dedicate a ton of time to the apprenticeship. If you do have it, that's great. You can turn those jobs around faster, and then we get it approved, and then you can get another one. But the goal of the apprenticeship is get you past the 100% proofing, right? Getting you to a point where we don't have to look at every single word that you have typed. We are just going to look at the hot spots that you have marked for us, and we have been able to trust you to mark those hot spots. I'm going to do a video about hot spots right after this, since it is on my mind. So that is generally how it works. I've done past videos on how much apprentices have earned during their apprenticeship. I think the last numbers that I pulled were about, the lowest was $720 some dollars, and the top end was almost $2,400. So you do have a chance to earn your class fees back, which is great, and even more if you have the time during the apprenticeship to focus on that. But it is, again, still set to your schedule. You take that file, you have the deadline, and as long as you get it back in before that deadline, you set your hours working on that file.